What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's Maverick here today with another episode of Spy Family. So, this is going to be the first episode where all three of our characters are, three main characters, are on the stage with their relationship confirmed, right? Courtesy of the very entertaining marriage ceremony at the end of last episode. Lloyd and Yoru are officially husband and wife with Anya as their child. So, everything's looking up, right? Now they just need to settle down into their new lives and their new shenanigans, and we all know there's going to be no shortage of shenanigans. So with that in mind, let's just get into the episode. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Mm-hmm. Restalius. Ostania. Alright. A nice little recap of everything, right? I guess I don't entirely. Typically, I don't really like recaps, especially long ones like this one. But I think it's okay because, of the sort of very obvious spy movie, spy thriller kind of opening that they're trying to go through here. Oh, and speaking of which, well, I mean, at least for the very opening scene of it, anyways. Again, this kind of opening wasn't exactly what I was expecting. But then again, considering this is more of a rom-com in a lot of ways, at least that's what I presume it to be, then this opening makes a lot more sense. I just find it kind of funny that the opening scene here, using that kind of spy show kind of fanfare, and then now in the actual opening, this is more of a how should I say it? But definitely not something you associate with like spy movies or thrillers or stuff like that. They really like this table shot, don't they? It's 10 years. Oh, they call it Berlin. That I just noticed that. So this is basically set in West and East Side Berlin, eh? Is Anya gonna comment, Papa is such a light? This is a very well off apartment. I mean, in order to keep up purposes, you probably shouldn't continue to keep calling Anya Anya-san, right? Ah, look at Anya. Oh, already? Are we gonna see what he looks like? Oh, is that a do not touch? Yep. I have to say though, the way that Yoru dresses is definitely quite daring. Like that is so not fair. Having that opening on her back. Oh my god. Alright. How will you ever do on the like high social kind of stuff? Watching Spy. Yeah, you gotta give them like some. Come on, you gotta train them first. You gotta teach them. Hmm. Opera? Alright. Are they. I'm a little bit worried for Anya here. Oh, sleeping. What about Yoru? What was Yoru's reaction to that? I don't quite get it. Okay. This girl. So I guess she's just completely enamored by anything that has to do with killing, eh? And then he's like, What the heck did you draw? Oh, James Bond. Huh. And they're actually going to the exact same place, so wouldn't they actually be. Their cover story would get blown, right? If anybody were to ask about them at this place. I wonder if that will go is going to play out in the future, right? Ah, okay. They actually. Hmm. But they'll know. Like, Lloyd isn't exactly a regular there, so it's bound to come up. Like they're gonna ask her, Yoru-chan, how come you never? Since when did you have a husband? Peanuts? Wait, that's cashew. Mm-hmm. Like, how exactly can anybody expect her to just be a civil servant? Like, seriously. I mean, I think she would have to be, like, kind of famous already in this city, right? And this, like, as well, is standing. Yeah. And then running off with the purse? Oh, so he's like, oh, finally someone. Yep. She actually said Popeye's a tsundere. Hmm? It's just so wholesome. Again, Yoru's outfit. I mean, I guess it is at home, but yeah, just let things flow naturally. Just a very wholesome episode in a lot of ways. Oh, it's yeah. This would be actually the first time we saw a full ending scene here, just for this first time. I mean, the animations are certainly very nice. I do love the style that this is being animated in. Did they have school buses in Berlin in the 1970s and 80s? I don't. Oh well. Oh, and of course, it's all just a dream. Alright, see you guys after this. So that was just an extremely wholesome episode here, right? That's not to say that it was boring or anything. Indeed, this is one of those episodes where it just gets you all warm and fuzzy inside and just feel, everything is right in the world. We get to see the characters interacting with each other, bonding with each other, and heck, even some romance up in the air as well, courtesy of some not so subtle hints by Anya. That's probably going to be a recurring theme in the future as well, because she can read minds, right? So anytime when Lloyd and Yoru start having some true affection towards each other, I think Anya is going to be right there to comment on that. But, beyond that though, like, this is just, again, it's just a nice, wholesome little episode, and in the end, it's like what comes naturally for them, right? They have this sort of natural synergy to them, probably courtesy of them all having some secret identities, some secret stuff that is different from their surface personality, and so it all works at the very end, right? I kind of feel though that even without their second personalities, probably they would still be a good match for each other. That includes Lloyd and Yoru together, as well as Anya being their child, right? So, I don't know. It's just fun and nice and wholesome to watch. Now, the only thing I would really comment on here is how both Lloyd and Yoru really do kind of stand out, right? And this wasn't exactly a one-off thing. I mean, I guess for Lloyd, he's probably a lot more low-key in terms of doing stuff like this. He's much more calm and cautious here, right? So if it wasn't for Yoru actually making a big deal of that particular thief snatching scene, probably Lloyd would not get himself involved into that sort of situation. As a spy, he knows that he needs to lay low. He does not want to draw any sort of attention to himself, and not to mention, like, those kinds of moves and whatnot, they're not really something that you would expect out of a civilian, out of a psychiatrist, right? Same thing for Yoru as well. I'm a little bit surprised, because if she is this type of personality who is very hot-headed and a paragon of justice and whatnot, and once she sees something there, she needs to go and hunt them down. How you would think that Yoru maybe might have made a name for herself already, because she does seem to be the sort of person that has done this more than once before, right? So I don't know about this entire thing, but I mean, maybe I'm kind of overanalyzing this in a lot of ways, but I do feel that for two people with secret identities, they're certainly not being very subtle about their better than normal, like, combat skills, athleticism, and so on and so forth, right? But maybe that will show up to be a key factor in the future, maybe not. At this point, I'm actually thinking the more pressing issue is actually at the tailor shop, right? So even though they did kind of comment on it, with Lloyd saying, okay, next time we go back, say that we're married, and maybe they'll have a cover story, like there's a reason why Lloyd wasn't introduced earlier or whatnot, but I don't know. It seems to be a sort of like a blind spot here, considering that they are trying to act as if they've been married for at least a year already. So, is that going to turn into a problem in the future? Maybe, maybe not. We will have to see once we do get into some situations where they are under investigation and being suspected of something more than they are on the surface, right? So we didn't really get into the exam or the school in this episode. I believe that is going to be in the next one. And of course, knowing Anya, it's probably going to be a pretty interesting experience here overall as well. But yeah, hopefully they will be able to get it done. I mean, I'm sure they'll be able to get it done. They do have to get into the college and get into the school at the very end, anyways. So we'll just see how exactly they manage to pull through there. For the rest, not really too much else to comment on. I mentioned that it seems they are sort of parodying the Cold War. I mean, we know that they're parodying the Cold War, right? That much is obvious with the East and West and whatnot. I do, like, with the namings of the cities and whatnot, I do wonder if they're also sort of parodying, Germany, like West and East Germany, and specifically Berlin as well. Are they actually doing something similar to that? Because they do call this place like Berlin's or something of that sort. So I think that is an obvious play on Berlin here. Maybe that'll be relevant, maybe not. Again, we'll have to see. But yeah, I mean, not much else to comment on because again, this is really just a wholesome episode to watch them interact with each other, and I do love their chemistry. I think most people watching this probably do love their chemistry as well, and are rooting as hard as Anya for. As hard as Anya is for Lloyd and Yoru to actually fall in love and get married for realsies, right? But I'm sure that will come later on in the future. And yeah, so not too much to say here. Let's just cut this particular review short here. And hopefully we'll have a little bit more to talk about and some more fun shenanigans in the next episode. So until then, thank you guys, and see you guys next time. Bye-bye.